Hello again, guys. This is Random Rebecca, and it is time for me to fix my hair. I did dye it emerald green about 2 weeks ago, just about 2 weeks ago. When I looked up Arctic Fox, I was seeing a couple different things. Some things said it lasts about 2 weeks, some things said it lasts 40 washes. I wasn't sure what exactly that meant. So now that it's been 2 weeks and I'm looking at it, it is definitely faded out into this light, bright blue/green. I do have some of my blonde still kind of peeking through sometimes in spots. So yeah, it's time for an update. I guess what they meant by that time frame is it's probably 2 weeks to kind of look pretty close to what you colored it. It probably takes a full 40 washes to completely get it out. That's probably what they mean. So I'm just thinking what I want to try to do is add some purple and some blue and a little bit more phantom green to this in segments. So that way I can get kind of a galaxy hair look, and when it fades out, maybe it'll be a little bit more pastel version of a galaxy, which I think would be really cool. So this video is going to take me a little while to film, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to have you guys walk through this whole process with me, including a few pictures of it fading out. So it'll be a little while before this gets uploaded to my page, because I want to make sure I include pictures of what it looked like immediately after, as well as after it faded a bit. So this is what I'm starting with. And because I want to keep some of the greens and blues in my hair, I'm not worried about going over this. So what I'm going to do is I want to try to keep it more purple towards the roots. And some of them I want to do bluish. And it's probably from like mid strand down. Do some blues. Some will be greens from the mid section down. Some of them I might do all three colors. I'm still figuring out the details and the layout on that. I want to try to have somewhat of an idea before I get started. I know I want to have more purple towards the top, though, the greenish color sort of underneath, more blue towards the middle layer. So the middle layer I'll probably do blues to green. And then the top sections I'll do the purple to blue, maybe purple to green in some areas towards the back. More blue probably towards my face. The back will probably just do a couple strips of blue, a couple strips of the purple, a couple strips of the green. I don't know. I'm still undecided. As you can see, I'm a little bit all over the place. I think I'm just going to play with it and see how it works, because the hard part is I'm still new to using this dye, especially with the brushes. I think it's going to determine where I go based on how much difficulty I'm having. So if I'm trying to do the roots only and that part's going okay, then that'll probably be fine. But if I'm trying to do roots and then mids and work my way around, I might have a hard time getting the smaller sections that I want. I don't want big chunks. I want to do, I'm thinking little strips, like that might even be a bit too chunky for what I'm thinking. I don't know. It depends on the difficulty that I'm having. So I'm still pretty new to this level of hair dye. Normally it's an all over box color that I do. If anything, I section off a little bit on the front and I put it in foil, and then I do the rest with box dye. This is a whole new territory for me, so we'll see how this goes. And if need be, I do have saran wrap that I can use to section, and I do have foil. Let's see what I come up with. And hopefully by the time I'm done, I'll have some purple, some blue, and some green in my hair, and hopefully it won't look too god-awful. I'm thinking I might do more of the strips rather than some roots and tips. I think I'm going to do more strips. Strip of purple, strip of blue, strips of green. But I do want to keep more purple towards the top layers. I'll probably do less blue and purple streaks at the bottom layers. The mid layer, have a little bit of everything, and then more purple towards the top. But in strips. I'm thinking I'm liking that idea. We'll see how that goes. wish me luck. And I will see you guys in just a moment. Let me get my supplies together.
Alright, so today I have 3 different colors mixed up. I have Arctic Fox Purple Rain with some of the white to, I guess, give more. I didn't really lighten it much. I had a little bit of the Aquamarine to it. That one is Aquamarine with white, and this one is the Phantom Green with Aquamarine and White. For this bottom layer, I decided to go ahead and go with the blue towards the top and green towards the bottom. So right now I'm going through with the blue towards the top of the strands along the roots. And I realized I forgot to take off my watch, so I took that off real quick. And so that's what I'm going to do with the bottom layer. I'm working my way around with the blue, and then I'm going to go in and add green for the bottom portions. Now you'll notice that I'm not wearing gloves this time. I did not get a chance to buy more gloves. I kind of decided to update my hair spur of the moment today, so I did not have gloves. So here's where the hack comes in. I looked up and you can use soap with rubbing alcohol to theoretically get dye out of your hands. So that is the technique I'm going to try today after covering my hands in purple, green, and blue. We'll see if I'm able to get that color out. And this is to show just how much dye I am getting on my hands. There's some getting under my nails. So we'll see how much comes out when I do try this rubbing alcohol and soap mixture. This was taking forever to do my hair, so I did speed this up to like, 3 times the speed. So it is a lot faster than I actually am working because I just want to make sure you guys could watch this without having the video be, an hour and a half long. And while doing this, I did notice that the bottoms were starting to get a little bit dry, the parts that I'd already done, like the lower levels. So once I finish up that side, I did go through the back just to kind of touch up and make it nice and wet again and saturated. Didn't feel like it was, quite so dried out. So that way it had some time to sit. So now I'm going to cover it. I'm going to wait about an hour.
Alright, so I got the dye in my hair and had a mishap. That's why I stopped so suddenly. My phone fell into the running water while I was trying to wash my hands. Yeah, that was fun. Phone's okay though. Great. Awesome. Love the S21. No problem. It's fine. It just had a little couple drops, so to speak, on it. A little bit got underneath the case. I just dried the whole thing off and it's good to go. So, while I was washing my hands, phone fell in, and I had my daughter come in and dry it off for me, and I got some dish soap and some rubbing alcohol to try to wash the dye off my hands. Figured I'd give that trick a try since I was out of gloves, and as you can see, it turned out pretty good. There's still a touch on my, in my nails. That my right hand did get it a little bit worse because I am right-handed, but I don't think it's anything that anybody's really going to notice. So that's awesome. So that is a good thumbs up trick on that. So I used dish soap with rubbing alcohol. Some people just said soap and alcohol. I tried both. I think the dish soap tend to work a little bit better, probably because it is more grease fighting. I had Dawn, and Dawn is notorious for being, able to fight off grease, and I use it for oil paintings a lot to clean my brushes. So I figured I would try that. And that with the rubbing alcohol did work very well. I did have to wash my hands about 5 or 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, maybe. But it did work. It did get it out. So, took me a while to clean up the brushes and the bowls. So I think I'm pretty close to being ready to rinse this out. So I'm going to do a quick rinse. I will show you guys what it looks like wet. Quick clip of that. And then I will dry it, style it, and show you. And then again, I will do another one once it has a chance to fade out a little bit, and we'll see how it looks when it's faded. I'm pretty nervous about my blending. I started just finger painting a little bit towards the end because it was a little bit easier to get into where I needed to. My hair wasn't separating the way I needed it to. It was really messy. Even though I brushed it out, it just wasn't staying detangled. Well, it wasn't really so much tangled. It wasn't knots. It was just messy. So let me go rinse this out, and I will be back to show you. Stay tuned. Alright guys, here's the finished product. My first attempt at galaxy hair. And it's not bad. It's really not bad. I am pretty dang proud of myself considering this is my first time trying multiple colors like this and trying to do a galaxy effect. I am quite impressed with myself. I am not gonna lie. I am proud. I wish I had more purple. And if I lift it up, you can see there's still some purple like underneath, which I think is awesome. I'm loving the variation of color. But I think what happened with my purple is I wanted it to be more of a cool purple instead of a warm purple, so I added a little bit of the aquamarine. Maybe I added too much. That's probably what happened with my purple. Next time I think I'm just going to leave my purple as is, and I'll probably come a little bit further down in the strand too instead of just doing the roots like I did. I think that this is great. I have not seen the back, so I'm going to take you guys for a quick spin around, and you guys can see what the back looks like, and I will find out when I rewatch my video how I did. So here we go. So what do you guys think? Leave some comments below. If you guys want to see how I ended up with the green in the first place, I will put the link up above. Just click that link and it'll take you right to how I tried to dye my hair emerald green, like Stellacini, and see how I ended up with green in the first place. And I will do another video in probably a week, give you guys an idea of what it looks like as it fades out. And then I'll work on my next color. I think I'm going to have to wait for this one to wear out a lot more because I think I do want to try this lavender purple. So I'm going to try that after this fades down more. If I can't get it to fade out enough, maybe I'll just do purple rain, a little bit of white, and go with a darker purple. I don't know yet. We shall see. It'll be a fun, interesting adventure, won't it? We'll find out soon. Alright guys, so that is it for today. Like I said, I will include another update, so stay tuned to see how it looks as it fades.